Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. Sorry, you guys, I totally just finished eating an oatmeal cream pie and it might cause some issues. Welcome, welcome. My name's Carmen, and we're going to actually do a reading on self sabotage tonight. I pulled these two cards for our first two cards tonight. We've got from the Dark Goddess Oracle, Chang'e, and then the Five of Swords from the Black Tarot. And the initial energy is somebody got a little too obsessed or focused on a particular outcome that they wanted to achieve, that they kind of lost sight of a lot of the other details that were important. And it led to a situation that they don't really feel like there's a way out of. Somebody's feeling a bit trapped right now. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. To give you a little bit more detail on Chang'e, I hope I'm saying that right. We've got, I believe she was referred to as the archetypal fixator of Chinese origin. And we had gotten this like maybe 2 weeks ago, so it's still pretty fresh in my mind. But she was really focused on immortality and finding a way back to heaven, and ended up looking a little bit too, I think, a little bit too hard at that particular goal, that she got stuck in between the two realms. And I remember the detail about her being stuck with a bunch of rabbits being kind of adorable. But the idea being she was so focused on immortality and getting into the heavens that she wasn't really living her actual life. And so there's a sense that there was this opportunity that was just completely squandered because she was so focused on the, finish line and where somebody is going to eventually be instead of where you are currently. So I feel like maybe the Village of the Soul, Voyage of the Soul Oracle would be a good place to start, because this one deals with like what your calling is or where you might be on your spiritual journey. And I feel like there's something here about whoever we're reading about, there's a need to kind of adjust what we're focusing our energy and our time on. This could be you or your person, but it's leading to self sabotage. So there's a need to kind of look within and figure out what is pushing me to basically limit myself in a situation. We have Harvest out as the first card, and it's a beautiful card. I don't really read these in the reverse. It did come out in the reverse, but let's see what else comes out with it. And Vivid. All right, so this feels like somebody has a really, like, obviously vivid or fabulous ability to manifest or imagine what they really do want. However, there's maybe a lack of actually investing in whatever these visions are. So, in other words, this could be somebody that is really great at building something or starting something, kind of that entrepreneurial energy. But when it comes to actually executing or delivering over a long period of time, it might be more difficult for this person. We do have the word steady and the word stable on Harvest. So let's see what else comes out. We may get clarification on that, but I feel like that's the focus right now, or what somebody needs to focus on. We have serendipitous, right place, right time, lucky, unexpected. So you might have an opportunity, and this reading is intended to kind of nudge you that when you have this invitation or this door that opens for you, you might be, the best at describing an idea, but then you don't actually submit the application, or you don't actually try to sell whatever it is that you're quite capable at selling. So, this is a reminder to take advantage of the little opportunities that come knocking, because you might be a little bit too focused on working or saving money or being a hermit to take advantage of something that's headed your way. We have seed, potential, fertility, idea, budding, future, and capable. It's pretty much what I was just saying, right? You have an idea or something that would be, dare I say, revolutionary. There's something here that you have to contribute that has such potential. And I feel like you don't necessarily appreciate fully just how great it could be. So you might need to hear somebody else's opinion on this before you really do want to invest in it. But this is something that you're being encouraged to do. We have intuition coming out. So for some of you, this is something you're already kind of planning in your head or something that you've been maybe dreaming about. There may even be some sort of kind of alarm clock going off in your brain, like, hey, I think it's kind of time for you to pivot or do something different right now. Either way, whatever your intuition is telling you, you'll see, I'm sure, confirmation of that or something that makes sense to you later on. So we have spirits. You may be getting messages in your dreams from people that have passed on. You may feel like you have a different appreciation for spirituality or your own ability to kind of tap into that world. Maybe you're just reading some really interesting books that kind of broaden your horizon in terms of what you believe or what you want to believe. Let's go with the Rider Waite. And then I think we might have to go back to the Black Tarot. Every time I wear this sweatshirt, these sleeves that are like a little bit too big just drive me crazy. But it's so comfortable. It's like super soft on the inside. Bittersweet. All right, what do we have for this vivid harvest? We have the moon in the reverse. This is interesting. And the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody, I feel like this reading is for somebody who has been getting messages that they need to do something different in terms of how they make money. And it's pertaining to either their artistic gifts or their spiritual gifts. But there's a fear that they would take a financial loss or that there would be some sort of reputation impact, like people thinking you're crazy. But you have this creativity that needs to be tapped or shared. And I feel like there's this kind of leap of faith that you have to do where you have to really appreciate that there are going to be people that like what you have to offer or whatever content you have. This is honestly reminding me of someone I met a couple of months ago named Morgan, who has the most incredible art and shared with me that it's basically got its roots in how mental health can impact what you see or how you experience life. And I thought that was so fascinating. And I get the sense that, anybody who does something where you're expressing yourself like that, it's a leap of faith, right? You have to share a piece of your soul with people and then you have to like pay attention to how they feel about that. And there's some element here of being a little bit hesitant to do what it is that you want to do because you don't necessarily feel like everyone's going to be your fan. And you're right, because there's no reality in hoping that literally 100% of the people that see you think that you're the bee's knees, right? Like, you don't have to worry about the numbers. You just have to worry about whether or not you can make it happen and what you need to contribute to the situation to make sure that it can actually happen. Because if there's an opportunity that opens up and you're just focused on how things can go wrong, you're going to manifest situations that don't feel right. You've got to be able to focus on what you want, but then also invest in it. So it's that balance that's missing. This is maybe your person, but we have King of Pentacles in the reverse, clarifying harvest. That's two major, like, money cards under harvest, indicating a loss. And I feel like it's because somebody is a little bit scared to give up something that they know is like 100% sure bet, instead of taking a chance on something that they feel like they would be like blessed to be able to do. So we have the Chariot coming out sideways. There's like hesitation. So this is underneath our serendipitous card, which means somebody is getting this opportunity, and this could be happening in the near future, or it could have recently happened. And there's this hesitation, like, well, I don't think I can believe in myself like that. I don't think I can do that. When if you were analytical about it, I think you would actually find yourself to be perfectly suited to that particular opportunity. You just don't know if you want to take that risk. So we have the Three of Wands clarifying the card that has seed at the top. Look at how barren or like deserty it looks where this Three of Wands character is looking. And then look at the like green grass underneath the dude. There's something like fruitful that you have to offer in a different sector or industry or role or career. You have already prospered or done well at something. Maybe you've become, I don't know, like a successful teacher or author or actor, but you have something that you can do with what you've learned in that previous role and apply it to something different that will bring prosperity or plant some sort of, I don't know, brilliant kind of new future in this other land that looks like it doesn't really have any green whatsoever. And look at how green this card is. So there's an element of you bringing your ingenuity to a place that really needs it, or a role or an organization that really needs like your out of the box thinking. So we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. That's so interesting. And Six of Swords in the reverse. Give me one more on that, because I have okay, this is a little bit weird for me, you guys, but I'm going to tell you what I see. We've got intuition and spirits as the cards on the top row that we're clarifying. And with Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, and Nine of Cups all in the reverse, it's like somebody is needing to have an honest conversation with themselves on what they're capable of doing and what they're trying to selfishly shirk responsibility on. It's like you're supposed to be a guide of some sort. You're supposed to help other people, but with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, it's like you don't know if you want to do what you're supposed to do. Don't shoot the messenger. But that's what I see is like you could be really helpful, maybe in therapy or counseling of some. Yes, you do. Let me know if you need ideas for channel names. There is an opportunity that I feel like you've already had some iteration of to guide others, and you did not take it, but you are meant to take it. So you might get kind of like slapped in the face a couple of times with similar opportunities until you decide to comply. Yay, free will. Let's see. I think I think we have to use the Marigold Tarot, don't you? We've got mediumship, and these have skeletons, so that seems pretty ideal. All right, what else do we have? We have the World and Six of Wands. I think this is somebody being concerned about what kind of success they can have if they pivot into a different role or industry or calling. It's like that fear of jumping when you know that you can't get hurt, like if you're an amusement park ride goon and you like that thrill of, "Oh my god, am I gonna get hurt?" No, of course not. I'm at an amusement park. Things never go wrong. But there's a sense that there's a fear of things going terribly wrong, but it's kind of a test, is what I get from this. Somebody is being given the opportunity to be successful or do something really impactful, but you have to prove how much you want it. You have to basically, it's like a coming across as what you have to do with relationships, but it doesn't feel like a relationship decision to me. Like somebody is being encouraged to realize that if you're settling in terms of what you're doing for how you make money or what you bring to this world, then you're effectively codependent in a financial or like a vocational way where I feel like this person that I'm reading for, if you were in a relationship that was codependent or somehow a burden for you, you would know how to cut that off. You would know how to deal with it. It's a different situation and you're hesitating where I don't think you normally would. I don't know why I feel that way, but there's a sense that you have a need to kind of calculate out the risk and mitigate that risk. And if you don't have the facts in front of you, it's really hard for you to pivot or make that change. So you may be asked to have a little bit more faith than you normally tend to have. We have the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Wands. This feels to me like somebody that is basically being challenged to be comfortable in the midst of confusion. Basically, you don't have to know it all. I hate that, you guys, so I totally relate. This is like, okay, so you're going to be at the right place at the right time, and something very lucky is going to happen for you, and it's going to put you in a situation where you can do something that you really want to do, and it's going to set you up with the resources that you need. And you're going to be so focused on, but what about this thing that I'm going to lose that wasn't actually that great, but like I spent some time on it. It was like, a work in progress. And I know it's not what I'm supposed to. No, stop it. Ooh, Ten of Wands. Three of Swords in the reverse. And the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So this feels like you know what is burdensome to you, and you know that there are things that you could basically trim from your life that would make it a better life or a more rewarding life. But the problem here is you can't really get rid of these burdens or change how you feel about that until you deal with the fact that there's something that you know you're supposed to be doing that you're only doing kind of or some of the time. It's like you have the passion for it, but you haven't fully committed to doing something. And it has something to do with healing. I don't think this is just saying that you're healed or that you need to heal. I think you literally help people heal. Ace of Wands. New life, new opportunity. Five of Swords in the reverse. I like to see that because we had the Five of Swords at the beginning. It's like somebody learning their lesson. So we have Ace of Wands, Five of Swords in the reverse. It's like you heard the messages in your dreams. You've been paying attention to the intuition, rumblings in your gut. You have been able to basically admit to yourself the reason you're hesitating is something that you can control. It's a fear or something that you can effectively talk down. And with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, that's like, whatever this fear is, I know that it's not something that's actually like logical. It's indefensible. It's not something that you would necessarily want to tell people like that's a fear because it sounds silly, I guess. Page of Rings would be like the Page of Pentacles. So there's a desire to have a new start on a project that maybe didn't get your full attention or didn't get some sort of investment over a period of time. So there's like a newfound passion to stay committed to that particular thing that maybe you had previously abandoned. All right, we're going to continue with the Egyptian Tarot. You guys, these sleeves are driving me batty. We'll deal with it. All right, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is giving me like freedom or independence vibes. So somebody is maybe looking at having a little bit more time than normal to be able to pursue something that they're passionate about. With the Knave of Chalices and the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like there's kind of like a rededication to something that you do really feel like can offer some stability for you, and something that might have to do with intuition, right? Because the like Rider-Waite Nine of Pentacles has a feminine energy with a hawk that she's holding. And that is meant to represent the strong connection to spirit, or like the strong intuition that Nine of Pentacles energy has, because when you follow your intuition, you get blessed, right? All right, what else do we have? We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. You may feel like you don't have the resources that you need, but there's somebody that's going to be able to basically kind of fill in the gaps wherever there are, need to do. We have Three of Swords and the Hermit in the reverse. So this also might represent what you do. We have, with the Three of Swords and the Hermit, kind of a sense that there are people that maybe don't have somebody that they can look up to, or somebody that gives advice that they can trust. And without that, it's really hard to heal. With the Nine of Swords in the reverse, that can literally talk about people that are dealing with anxiety or having, sleepless nights, finding somebody that they can get help from, or some thing that they can get help from. And this is under the world. So that feels like when you choose this new chapter, this new opportunity, you find help, but you also provide help. So it's like when you do whatever you're called to do, there's levels of protection and, rewards for doing it. We have the Chariot in the reverse. Hesitation. This is the same column as where the Chariot came out sideways. So with the Nine of Wands above it, there's a sense that somebody is hesitating because there maybe was a difficult situation in the past where they tried to make a go of this, or wanted to do this and there's like cold feet or just a lack of confidence in doing something different. We have the Lovers in reverse, and I'm taking this to mean somebody already knows the decision that they're supposed to make. They just haven't made it yet. They need to put down a burden and with Three of Wands, actually take action on a plan that they have. And if you're wondering, I absolutely watched a video like this one that finally got me to set up my YouTube channel. So whatever you're supposed to do, do it. We have, is this the Magician? The Devil. I always mix this up. The Devil in the reverse is somebody finally getting rid of their fears. So you might just need to talk it over with somebody with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Find a way to commit to whatever it is that you want to be doing. And that helps you let go of some of the fear, just like diving in and starting to do some of the small things that you know kind of need to build that foundation of what it is that you want to be able to do. And, you know, V, I know somebody who's started a YouTube channel, so if you need some help. I know a guy. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. The Six of Pentacles is in the reverse. So somebody wants to take action because they know they haven't been basically investing in something. And I feel like they also have this, I don't know, like this draw to do something about an inequality or an injustice that they know quite well. Maybe they actually suffered from this particular situation. Maybe they want to create an organization that creates awareness around something in particular. But this is taking action on a new opportunity to help heal a lot of people. Maybe you're going to create a food shelter or help, you know, victims of domestic abuse. There's something you're meant to do, and I feel like it's already been an idea. You just need to execute. Seven of Pentacles, exactly. So once you get past this kind of non-belief in yourself and gain a little confidence, I feel like there's just a close friend you need to talk to that'll do a good job of telling you how awesome you are. Then you'll be able to have a little bit more momentum. And I feel like that'll help you just like get past whatever the initial fear is and move past. Exactly. You'll get the strength you need and stop worrying about whatever limitations you feel you might have. Fake it till you make it kind of thing. Emperor, see, you're going to be a natural at whatever this is. If it's something you were literally supposed to be doing, don't you think it'll come naturally to you? We have the Lovers in the reverse. And the High Priestess in the reverse. Oh, things get interesting. So, I don't know. I feel like this is kind of a warning in my mind. I see basically if you think not deciding is going to get you out of having to make this decision, think again. It's coming across as like you're just going to keep getting the same messages over and over again until you listen to whatever this is. Oh, hello there, Christina. How are you? Oh, see, this is that favorite Dr. Pepper that I was talking about, the cherry kind. Oh, so good. All right, let's get a couple more here for you, and then I think we'll call it. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. Somebody is making it seem like they enjoyed the torture. Sorry, not real torture, but it's almost like you're romanticizing the past, like whatever not fulfilling role that you've had. Oh, it's okay. I like it. I can still do. Stop it. If there's something you know you're supposed to do, then stop defending the shit that you're not supposed to do. There's almost like it's like a bossy mom in the background being like, now stop it. I told you to believe in yourself, damn it. That's not how my mom would talk, if you're curious. That's definitely a made up mom. Oops. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse, right in between them. Can't handle it. And the World in the reverse. So this feels like somebody is, ooh, sorry. We have the Devil in the reverse too, you guys. Holy shit buckets. He was hiding back there, you guys. This is somebody letting go of their fear. This is somebody with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, slowly working through whatever is holding them back, whatever is maybe a lack of confidence. And then with this is kind of, it could go either way, because we have somebody here that is maybe realizing that they need to move on and start getting their shit together. But this could also be somebody who's saying, I don't think I want to actually take action on this because it's too much work, because I'm not ready for that new chapter. So you have to ask yourself which bucket you fall into. But I'm pretty sure the message is still the same, which is, should I get off the pot, Johnny? I don't know where that accent is coming from, but I hope you guys like it. All right. We have the King of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. You're going to get somebody who is maybe a little bit aggressive or disgruntled with their own life that's going to talk down on whatever it is that you know you're meant to do, and you don't need to pay any attention to that shit. You just smile and nod and go about your way. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. I feel like this is somebody who is kind of comfortable being stuck, so they don't understand this idea of doing something different to, avoid that. We have the Four of Pentacles. And Judgment. With the Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay. So basically, I feel like there's some sort of deadline here, a little bit of a tick, 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 tock, like the situations card, that's saying if you don't take this opportunity and take this leap of faith, then this might be the last opportunity for you with this particular creative expression or intuitive gift, whatever it is. So I don't know. You got some bossy spirit guides coming through or something, because they're like, hey, we've talked about this. You know what you're supposed to do. What is the holdup? Hello? What? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't really make people take action, free will and all of that. But the nice thing is, when we have this opportunity ourselves, if you're the person that has the opportunity to take action, you can inspire others, right? So we have to kind of just appreciate that some people don't have the ability to take this chariot that's sideways and turn it upright and say, you know what, I'm just going to do it. So all the more reason for, in our own lives, take control of whatever we can actually take control of, and then just deal with the things that we can't control. But there's something here about somebody finally getting another opportunity, and I think having the cojones to follow through on a situation in terms of their calling and what their passion is, and being able to do something with it. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for joining me. I think I'm going to go eat another oatmeal cream pie. Don't judge me. Have a good night.